A retention strategy is a system that workplaces can use to reduce employee turnover and to keep more workers at their company. It is a way to address some of the reasons employees leave and to create a workplace where people want to continue their careers. Why do you need a retention strategy? Losing talented employees can reduce the skills and expertise that you have in your workforce. It can also increase your recruitment costs when looking to replace those employees. A retention strategy can reduce turnover but has the following benefits too. It can be financially smart. HR company E.L. Goldberg and Associates estimates that the total costs of replacing one worker are between 33% and 200% of a worker's annual salary, depending on the specialty of the role. Of this, about 33% involves direct costs such as hiring temporary labor or recruiting a new worker. Around 67% of the cost of replacing an employee is related to soft costs, such as loss of talent and skill at the company. It can increase productivity and business success. When employees leave, so do their skills, talent, and knowledge. Hiring someone else and bringing them up to speed takes time. During that process, your remaining workers may have to pick up the slack that a loss of an employee has caused. When you have more stability in your workforce thanks to retention strategies, you may experience fewer of these dips in productivity. Reducing the time and costs associated with regularly looking to replace employees means you can focus on your business's future instead. It can boost morale. Seeing one employee after another leave can make the remaining workers feel unsettled. When you implement retention strategies and cut turnover, it can create a sense of stability in your workplace. Many of the strategies can also improve worker satisfaction overall. 2 types of retention strategy. There are 2 types of strategy overall. Your decision about which to use depends on why you're concerned about keeping talent in the first place. Targeted strategies are focused on a specific pain point or problem. For example, a new manager may be clashing with some workers in one department, leading to several resignations. In this situation, you can offer coaching and training for the team and manager to help the group learn how to work together. Broad strategies take a look at the bigger picture and involve using a more general approach to keep workers happy. There may not be a problem at your company, but you may want to implement broad strategies because a recruiter is targeting your employees or because you're in a competitive industry. In a tight labor market, broad strategies are important. They can also be effective if you need to address systemic and company-wide issues that are causing workers to jump ship. Examples of retention strategies that work. Many retention strategies are about addressing anything that could be making workers leave. They also focus on creating opportunities to build a great workplace. You can implement more than one strategy to encourage workers to stay. Employee recognition. In a poll conducted by the Achievers Workforce Institute in 2022, researchers found that 57% of workers who felt recognized were less likely to talk to a recruiter. Another 2/3 of these employees said their desire to look for a new job would be less if they got meaningful recognition. There is a range of employee recognition initiatives that you could implement at your organization, including rewards, Employee of the Week announcements, genuine thank you notes, or call-outs in meetings. Investing in your teams. Providing learning opportunities and career development shows you care enough to contribute to a worker's growth. Investing in your teams through mentorship, coaching, and other growth opportunities can make employees feel more engaged. For your top performers, investing in your teams and offering growth inside the company can help make your business more attractive than any recruiters who may be contacting your top talent. Building a strong company culture. There are some workplaces where people want to work. They're proud of their company and what it does and genuinely enjoy showing up every day. Building a company culture that your employees are proud to be a part of means getting to know each other as people. Having company traditions and celebrating successes and holidays together can help too. A part of your company culture is also your employer identity. Give employees a strong why. Employees who have a strong sense of purpose in what they do have a sense of contribution, which can keep them engaged. Creating a company mission and value statement can give your organization a higher purpose. You can then work with employees to help them see how they fit into that purpose. Workers who feel they're contributing to their communities or making a difference may be more inclined to stay. According to a study by McKinsey, Workers who are more connected to purpose at work report better outcomes and engagement. Invest in diversity, equity, and inclusion, DEI. A 2022 report by Edelman found that 60% of workers surveyed said they had left a job in the past 12 months or would refuse to take a job because of racism in the workplace. A robust DEI commitment can help you attract and retain more diverse employees and can help make everyone in the workplace feel welcome and included. Offer flexibility. When good firms polled HR managers about reasons they were given for employee resignations, 70% cited a lack of work flexibility as the top factor. Not all jobs allow for remote work or other flexible work options, but it pays to offer solutions where possible. A different position, maternity and paternity leave, daycare support, and other options can all help. Rethink compensation. A 2021 Pew Research Center research poll asked employees why they quit their jobs. About 37% cited low pay as a primary reason for their resignation, and another 26% listed low pay as a minor reason. And even when workers are happy with their pay, a competitor with a higher wage can be tempting, especially during times of high inflation. Stay in touch with living wages in your location and the averages in your industry. By offering competitive wages, you make it possible for workers to stay at your workplace and pay their bills. Look beyond wages to employee benefits, which can also make you attractive to talent. Measure retention. Evaluating retention lets you see whether a high number of people are leaving. Having a number also gives you a baseline, so you can see whether your efforts to hold on to talent are working. Start by determining a period of time. You can measure retention over a year, for the past quarter, or the past month. Next, divide the number of workers that you had at the end of the retention period by the number of workers at the start of the period. For example, if you had 120 workers at the start of the year and 80 had left by the end of the year, you would divide 80 by 120. Next, multiply the resulting number by 100. Repeat the process during the next retention period. So, if you calculated for the past quarter, run another analysis at the end of the next quarter for comparison. If your retention rate is 50% or lower, either implement a retention strategy or update the one you're using. Aim for a retention rate of 85–90% or higher. A 100% rate is unlikely, unless you're measuring monthly. People will leave. They may be moving to another city, changing industries, or retiring. This is normal. You want to keep an eye out for a lower retention rate that suggests there's room for improvement.